Hey guys, Mr. B XRP here, and welcome back. Today is February 18th of 2020, and I have this is going to be a fast and furious video, but I do have 5 clips of 5 different videos. But if I do a great job, they're all queued up perfectly, and I'm going to make my point, and I hope it's going to be well received. Okay, so where are we? Let's look at the market. All right, market's moving back to the green. I like it. Bitcoin's at 98.03. It's moving up here. Ethereum's at 271. XRP is just under 29 cents. So we're moving in the right direction. Everything's looking green here. Nice, good stuff. And I just got a text from my good friend Cryptopolis, and I think MoneyGram is up like 50 cents today, which is huge. So for anybody that's into MoneyGram, MoneyGram's having a good day, which I wonder is indicative of them getting ready to do their quarterly earnings call. So maybe good news is coming out in that earnings call, and I would expect it. I mean, it was the last quarter of last year that they're reporting on. I would imagine a lot of money moves during the holiday season, so it'll be interesting what MoneyGram has to say, and hopefully they'll drop some breadcrumbs about Ripple while they're at it. A little quick peek of Fiat Leek, and special shout out to Fiat Leek. They sent me an awesome hat yesterday. I won it online. They had a Twitter thing online, and I happened to win one. So thank you guys for sending me the cool hat. I appreciate it. And ready at 29 cents on Fiat Leek, which I'm going to point out once again. The digital asset investor brought this to my attention, and I think he's right, that Fiat Leek is a leading indicator of where CoinMarketCap and CoinPaprika are going to go. It always seems to go first. So interesting. Keep an eye on it for I'd be interested to see if traders feel the same way and if they're using it to their advantage. But a lot of activity going on here. Good stuff. Look at that. I like it. Okay, moving on. I had made this tweet yesterday that I want to share with you, and here was my tweet. A very successful friend of mine made the following statement after he was asked, when should someone stop buying XRP? And he said, keep buying until you start selling. And man, I thought that was unbelievable when he said that to me yesterday, and he said it to me and a couple other people, and I was like blown away. Seems like a popular thing on Twitter. It's got 30 retweets and 400 likes, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm going to move into the videos I want to share with you guys. This is my only message today, and it really boils down to, here's the question, right? The question is, what is holding back XRP? What is holding back XRP? Well, let me just tell you this. I don't believe it's whales. I don't believe it's infrastructure being built. I don't believe it's a lack of customers. I don't believe it's any upgrades we're waiting for. I don't believe it's a lack of personnel, and I don't think they're waiting for any prime market conditions, okay? I think there's only one thing, and I'm going to let these people confirm my thoughts of what I think it is, and I'm going to let them do it in their own words. So let's listen to it, guys. Ready? Here we go.
Canada is a great market. We feel that there's good regulatory clarity there. There's good partner interest in sending out of Canada in particular. And so that market is certainly on a short list, and we'll get back to you with the exact times that Canada might be available.
Good regulatory clarity. Is that what she said? Let's keep moving.
In key ways. That innovation that you've described from blockchain and digital assets, what kind of regulatory clarity do we need to get there?
Well, I think you hit right on it. The key thing is regulatory clarity. And that's the part that, unfortunately, I think is missing in the U.S. market right now. It's still too confusing. It's too inconsistent. And there are just too many question marks. And that really hurts innovation because the funders of these technologies kind of hold back. The innovators hold back. Or worse, they go to another place. Not necessarily less regulation. In fact, we would advocate for, and this is probably going to be different than some other countries, that the best system is going to be one that takes into consideration consumer protection, a nice environment for innovators, that they can feel comfortable and invest in these things, and also recognize the importance of the job that other regulators have at the Federal Reserve and at Treasury and at FinCEN. You got to get all three of those kind of working together. The U.S. does not have to have less regulation than Switzerland or Singapore, but they absolutely have to have as much clarity.
Regulatory clarity. Look at that from Chris Larson. Let's move on.
Which I think is much is regulation. And so for institutionals to come into the space, which I think is like the next thing that is going to happen here. The U.S. has to come out with a digital asset framework, and I think they've been slow to get out there and be proactive there. And whereas the UK has come out with the token framework, which is great. Singapore really friendly towards fintechs and also crypto companies. You're seeing a lot of action and development there. And so I think like that is the last thing that I think needs to happen before we have real big institutional adoption. And I think the U.S. is making steps, but it needs to be a little bit more proactive there.
Yeah, more.
Regulation framework from Ashish Burla. Again, what did Brad say in his interview? Let's hear.
To your point, that pivotal moment where we look at the utility value here, perhaps, and differentiate from the speculative.
I think one of the reasons why 2020 will be very important is that regulatorily, that's a word, the clarity is getting better. And I mean that globally. Countries like Singapore and Thailand and Switzerland and Japan. I think the U.S. has still an opportunity to do more there, but I think we will probably see that in 2020, and I think that helps catapult the whole industry. I also think you've gone from an industry that has been a little bit in the shadows and a history of crypto.
Boom, Brad, regulatory clarity. Look at that. So we had Ashish say regulatory clarity. We had Chris Larson say regulatory clarity. We had Ashish say it again. And so when is this clarity going to come? Let's ask Steve Mnuchin. Let's see what he has to say.
And specifically on cryptocurrencies, we are spending a lot of time on this on both an interagency basis and with the regulators. We're about to roll out some significant new requirements at FinCEN. We want to make sure that technology moves forward, but on the other hand, we want to make sure that cryptocurrencies aren't used for the equivalent of old Swiss secret number bank accounts. So we share your concerns, and you'll be seeing a lot of work coming out very quickly. Well, thank you.
Very quickly. I heard that. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button and share with anybody who you think might do the same. Thank you so much and have a great day.